Hello and welcome to today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I'm Susan Bulemi, and with me on the Sign Language Interpretation Desk is Eric Maluki. Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki has called for enhanced global action to restore degraded rangelands and protect fragile ecosystems. Speaking during the World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought celebrations in Pingo, Kilifi County, Deputy President reaffirmed Kenya's commitment to planting 15 billion trees by 2032 as part of efforts to combat land degradation, drought, and climate change. Here's Gabriel Mokoma with a full report.
Addressing environmental leaders and development partners, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki said land degradation threatens food security, water resources, and livelihoods across the country.
So we must make sure we do not lose more productivity in the rangelands, because when land loses its productivity, farmers lose harvest, people lose income, pastoralists lose livestock, communities lose water sources, young people lose opportunities, and the incidence and burden of poverty, conflict, displacement is the consequence of loss of productivity in the rangelands. So we know what we need to do. We know the action we need to take.
He noted that Kenya's 15 billion tree program will prioritize species such as mangroves, coconut, mango, and cashew trees to restore ecosystems while creating economic opportunities for local communities.
We are running the program of planting 15 billion trees by the year 2030. And I want to affirm the commitment of the government of Kenya to realize that commitment that we have made for ourselves.
Kindiki also emphasized the importance of involving communities in conservation efforts to ensure sustainable environmental protection for future generations.
This is the clarion call from Kilifi, Kenya, this afternoon. We must move from wonderful speeches to implementation of the so many commitments that we have made along the journey on combating desertifications and drought, but also generally on the protection of our environment.
Gabriel Mokoma, Taita Taveta.
Moving on, as Kenya prepares for the 2027 general elections, young people have been urged to use digital platforms responsibly, particularly to verify their voter registration status. This comes as officials from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, and the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties continue to train youth in Machakos on civic awareness, voter registration, and protection against political manipulation. Here's Nancy Kajuju with a full report.
As Kenya moves closer to the 2027 general election, electoral preparedness is taking center stage. In Machakos town, stakeholders from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, alongside officials from the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, ORPP, have intensified civic education targeting young people.
Leo hii tuko hapa kufacilitate warsha kwa vijana ambayo imetayarishwa na sister organization or Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, na tuko hapa in preparation or in readiness for 2027 general election. So we've called the youth so that we can deliberate together, tujue wanahusika vipi ama watajihusisha vipi katika electoral processes.
During an ongoing training workshop, the officials urged youth to take responsibility for verifying their voter registration status through available digital platforms. They also warned against rising cases of individuals being registered into political parties without their knowledge, calling for increased vigilance and personal accountability.
So we will continuously engage the various youth groups from Machakos, Makueni, and Kitui counties, just to ensure that youth have meaningful participation in political parties. Another issue is urging the youth to be digital friendly, because we've noted a lot of youths are in political parties as well, and they have no information about that. And we are telling the youth to check their membership registration, to also register in these political parties, so that they can be able to, their voices in decision making, and not only sitting at the, being members of political parties, but also at the top of decision making tables.
Participants at the forum welcomed the initiative, calling on government agencies to expand such trainings to reach more young people across the country. The workshop continues in Machakos County. Reporting for Catholic Focus Capuchin TV, I'm Nancy Kajuju.
And still in Machakos County, a fresh standoff has emerged between the Machakos County government and the County Assembly over new land ownership and taxation laws, with ward representatives rejecting the proposed land valuation rule over alleged legal and procedural breaches. Deborah Bahati brings us the full report.
Some members of the county assemblies have moved to reject the proposal land valuation rule, arguing that it was neither approved by the assembly nor subjected to adequate public participation and therefore violate the law.
County Assembly of Machakos has approved a motion to suspend the new rates levied on properties and lands within Machakos County that had come into effect as a result of the new valuation rule that was seeking to increase rates, taxes, and value of properties and land within Machakos County. And today, as an assembly, we have unanimously agreed that the rates are punitive the way they are, because we cannot have an over 200% increment in terms of the rates that were being paid. And this evening, the House has resolved on 3 matters. That one, with the immediate effect that the implementation of the valuation rule be suspended.
In response, the county government, through Land CEC Nathaniel Nganga, covered an emergency meeting dismissing the allegations as unlawful and politically motivated.
The attempt did not achieve their intention, first of all, because they did not follow procedure. So as a county executive, we are not able to follow it. We can't obey an incorrect and irregular and illegal motion that does not follow the procedure of amending a money bill. A valuation rule is a money bill. You have to follow the process. You have to go through the process. You can't just wake up and concord a few members and tell them now, let us say we are suspending this. And it's all politics. It's all politics, nothing else. And by the way, I want to urge them to be patriotic, because this money does not come to my pocket or go to anybody's pocket. This is money going to the pocket of wananchi in implementation of programs and projects that the county executive is doing. The essence of doing a valuation role is to bring fairness and equity in property rating. And that is what this document has done, in full compliance with the law, of course.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Deborah Bahati.
And now we shift our focus to the western region of Kenya, whereby tensions are brewing within the Anglican Church of Katakwa Diocese in Teso, after some members of the cathedral congregation rejected the election of a new bishop, alleging irregularities and bias in the process. The congregants are now calling for intervention from the church to address their grievances and restore unity. Our very own Maureen Kimani brings us the full details.
Members of the congregation have expressed dissatisfaction with the manner in which the diocesan election was conducted, saying they were surprised that the process was held in Amagoro instead of Katakwa Cathedral, which they say has traditionally hosted key diocesan events, including previous bishop elections.
Hatuwezi kutambua, and the worst mistake these guys did, as per the Anglican constitution, a bishop, the search is supposed to be done at Katakwa. Yes. Cathedral, which is here, the headquarters, Katakwa Diocese. It was done in Amagoro. The election is supposed to be conducted here, which was moved to Amagoro, giving flimsy excuse that there was insecurity. And the three bishops were elected from this place. Why? The three bishops. Why this time round you move it to another location?
They further claim that Katakwa has been sidelined in development, alleging that most diocesan projects have been concentrated in Amagoro, where the diocesan offices are based. They also argue that Katakwa has never produced a bishop despite hosting the cathedral.
Na sijafurahishwa na kitendo kenye kimeendelea katika kanisa hili. Ni kama sisi tumedharauliwa. Kwa hii miaka yote tumedharauliwa. Hatuonekani kama sisi ni wana diocese. Na diocese ndio hii. Hata mkipiga picha kila kona, mtaona kama ni diocese kweli. Msitu. Hii ni msitu, si diocese. Maofisi zote zimebebwa, zimepelekwa Amagoro.
The group has also indicated that they may oppose the consecration of the bishop-elect at Katakwa Cathedral unless their concerns are addressed, calling for dialogue on the issues they have raised.
No consecration will be held at the cathedral for the new bishop-elect.
Yes. Reporting for Catholic Focus, Maureen Kimani.
Business people and border riders in Kakamega County have cautioned young people against being incited to violence amid reported cases of hooliganism in various parts of the country. Speaking during a stakeholders meeting, they urged the youth and border operators to reject acts of lawlessness and instead become ambassadors of peace, unity and responsible citizenship. They emphasized the need for all Kenyans to uphold harmony and work together in fostering a peaceful society. Take a look.
Hapa injini yetu Kenya tunahitaji amani. Jambo kuu sana katika inji hii ni amani. Mambo ya kupigana hii sio mzuri. Na vijana wenzangu ambao wanafanya kazi ya pikipiki, ninawarai Kenya mzima, mahali popote ulipo, ukisikia hii sauti, jua kwamba mahali penye unasimama hapo stage yako hiyo, chukua huyo mwenzako kama ndugu yako. Wacha kuchukua uadui ukiweka kwa wenzako. Kenya hii ni Kenya ya mtu, ya sisi wote. Sio watu wengine wanastahili kupita mahali fulani na wengine hawastahili kupita mahali fulani. Wenye wako na mkutano zao, tuache wafanye mikutano zao na waende.
Nataka kukondem sana hii mambo ya uhuni, mambo ambayo watu wanatumika, vijana wetu kama goons kwenda kuattack mikutano za wengine. Hilo ni jambo ambalo si mzuri. Visa ambazo zinaendelea kwenye hii inji si visa za kufurahisha. Nataka kukondem sana na kukashifu wale ambao vijana ambao wanatumika. Sasa tunataka tuungane, tujumuike pamoja na vijana wetu, tuongeleshe, tuunde mikutano, tutumie makanisa ili kuleta vijana pamoja na tutafute suluhisho. Na suluhisho hapa ni kutafuta suluhisho ni kumake sure tunaunda nafasi mingi za ajira au vijana wetu wapate ajira. Tuheshimu inji. Tuko na Kenya moja ambayo inafaa tuilinde na tuiheshimu. Kenya ambayo Mungu ametupatia. Tujali maisha wengine, tujali biashara za wengine.
Mimi naomba kama vijana wenzangu, tafadhali tusitumike kama goons. Vijana pia sisi wenyewe tunaweza jiajiri, tusitegemee hiyo 200, tutegemee eti wanasiasa watatupea kazi kisha waelect. Naomba tu vijana tujitegemee na tutegemee Mungu.
And that story right there from Kakamega County brings us to the end of today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I am Susan Bulemi and our sign language interpreter has been Eric Maluki. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and remember to always keep it Capuchin TV.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity. Capuchin TV.